Museum of all our senses, scribing words via an explosive pen, translating thoughts and images directly from the head, writing a song in words that sings, bellowing loud across the ocean. Music is noise, submitted to order by wisdom. These dreams in which we speak convey a place, they inscribe a landscape in which our brains and the universe meet. They unite and we all make a connection. Thank you. This next one is about life and how it has a habit of throwing everything at you all at once. A few years ago, in a matter of weeks, I lost my job, I lost my home, and I lost my mum. I self-medicated excessively, and I lost the plot basically. This is called the art of losing your mind. Walk in the silent darkness, where internal voices encapsulate and surround us, where lives fragment, shapes waver and worlds fall away. We go to a place where others can't follow. When you lose your mind, where is it to be found? When life has been dismantled, you find yourself broken and lost. To inhabit that desolate place, one of all-out self-loss. An experience that's all around us, one amongst us and inside us. To be stuck in a loop of distress. A living nightmare where one is awake and yet buried. There is so much loss, so much sorrow. An existential scariness, an infinite strangeness, both harrowing and touching. These attempts to endure the storm describe an internal experience, a literal translation of the psychological, where your identity disappears. Just like ice melting away into an increasingly shadowy interior. Language slips, words don't fit, here, there, are faced with no name. A tragic loss, a looming fog are all that remains. But then, an alluring thought. The movement in the darkness has a trigger, has a spark. Damage can offer enlightenment, a profound loss, a consolation. Mad people can see the world in ways that the sane are blind to, illuminating the human condition. Sliding away from the buzz that enraptured, where shapes wavered and boundaries ruptured. A form of drama made up of fragments will now joins together. No longer a clown in the circus, one is now the ceremonial conductor. No longer dancing to a different tune or of a disease that insidiously infiltrated these pages. Bit by bit, the mist obscuring the landscape now filters. A knowledge of losing himself falls away, crucially at the brink, at the edge of darkness. The burst of lucidity is like a sharp flash of lightning. It sparks chaos into words. Former boundaries tell stories and impose a narrative. Time no longer slips away like a cancerous cell, dividing and mutating. Instead, it forms a story. Beautiful, inspiring, exhilaratingly heartbreaking. As in the first, a recognisable expression, one now speaks with one's own words. Former perspectives move quickly to flatten. Now no sense is lost. The face, the self, no longer recedes, no longer is gone to a shadow, no longer a struggle to make a meaning, one of any value. Out of the anguish, the decaying body and membrane, from the convolutions of the brain, the searing heat and the pounding rain, conspire with the light of ocean's high tide. Out in the garden, flowers begin to bloom. The empty space once on this page, no longer filled with absence, is no longer filled with silence. Thank you. Everything I've read, well, you know, spoken, recited, whatever, so far has come out postmodern. That's my first collection. Postmodern's very raw and emotional. Once that came out, I then moved away. I went to live in a Buddhist community for 6 months.
Is it in Shire book?
Yeah, you idiot. Yeah.
Well, no, I was asking.
Hey, it's not time for Q&A.
Oh, sorry, it's my fault.
So yeah, I went away to a Buddhist community for a number of